Hi, you can use this series to warm up before your workout or cool down. All you need is your mat and your body. Let's get started in a child's pose. So knees nice and wide, extend your arms forward, and just rest that forehead down. Take a few rounds of breath here, allowing your belly to soften down towards the mat on your breath in. And exhale to let your shoulder blades slide away from those ears. One more. Lift your gaze, tent up to fingertips. You're going to take a walk with those hands off to the right side of your mat. Think of that left sitting bone reaching towards that left heel. One more breath there. Good, and walk your hands through center and off to the left side of your mat. Big breath in through that right side, through those intercostal muscles. Finish that exhale and walk your hands through center. Meet in an all fours position. Shoulders right over those wrists, knees underneath the hips. A few rounds of cat-cows. Really broadening the collarbone as you tilt the pelvis away, heart opens. Press the floor away and round. One more. Good, find a neutral spine. We're gonna extend our left leg back. Just shift the weight forward and back, flexing through that left ankle. And a good stretch that calf. Good, and then stack that heel above the ball of the foot. Lift your leg up and just send it to the left of you. Left heel in line with that left hip. Tent up to those fingertips. You're just gonna send the pelvis back and forth. Really thinking of flaring your sit bones as you crease in those hips. Two more. One more. Keeping the shoulders over the wrist, press down to your right palm. You're gonna lift your left arm up, look up, and then thread that arm through and under. Two more times. Inhale, lift your gaze, and then thread it under. One more. Good, return back to hands and knees. We'll go right into the other side. Right leg extends back, just shifting the weight forward and back. Forward and back. Align the heel on top of the ball of the foot, lift the leg up, send it to the side of you. And then again, shifting the pelvis back and forth. You'll get a nice stretch, that right adductor, inner thigh. Keep reaching that tail back into space. Getting a nice crease in both hips. Stacking the shoulders over the wrist, press down to the left palm, right arm reaches up. And then exhale, thread the needle through and under. Two more. One more. Good, and then back, those hands and knees. Good, just sit up tall, swing your legs forward. Good, and then from here, we'll bend our right knee and stack your right foot over your left. Growing taller through the crown of the head, take a breath and just take a gentle twist over to your right. One more breath there. Think of rotating a little more. Good, come back to center. Take a little mini counter stretch there. And keep the hands behind you, bend your left knee, flex at your right ankle. Give yourself a little pop up of the seat and find a nice figure four stretch. Keep the collarbones broad, neck long, chin parallel to the floor. And I like to just rock from side to side, get a nice stretch to that right hip. A couple more breaths here. If you need a deeper stretch, just send your pelvis a little closer towards that left heel. A couple more breaths here. Good. You can stay there longer if you need. Just extend those legs forward, a little shake them out. We'll go right into the other side. Sitting up tall in those sits bones, you're gonna twist your chest, your gaze over to the left. Go a little taller on your breath in and think of gently twisting a little more on your exhale. Take a mini counter stretch. Hands behind you, bend that right knee, flex at your left ankle, and then take a good seat. Again, keep that left knee out to its side, collarbones broad, and again, just rock from side to side. As you warm up, you can get your pelvis a little closer to that right heel to make it a little more challenging in the stretch. Deepen that stretch. Keep breathing. Exhaling. And then just extend again those legs long out in front of you. Taking a tall seat, reach the arms forward. Start to exhale, curl the tailbone under, and just start to round back. Articulating one bone at a time until you meet me down on the mat. Good, so you want a long cervical spine, so if you need to remove a clip or ponytail, you want your neck nice and flat to the mat. Press down to your palms and your feet, tuck the tail and lift those hips up. Float those arms all the way back behind you, take a breath. And keep them back as you exhale, articulate the spine down. Good, we'll do that 2 more times. So press down to the feet, tuck the tail, arms lift above the head. Stretch those knees in opposition towards the wall in front of you and take your time melting your spine down. 1 more. Once you get down there, just float those knees straight on up. Grab hold of the knees, hug them in, and roll them out and around away from you. 2 more. 1 more. And you can reverse the direction. Good. Once those knees are in, think of pulling those knees in towards your armpits. Flex at the feet. A little happy baby stretch here. As you rock from side to side. Again, getting in through those inner thighs. Maybe you want to extend one leg out to its side. Good. Then curl the head, heart, and shoulders up and just rock a few times up and down the spine. Cross at the ankles. So now you're kneeling. Step your left foot forward. Little gentle tuck of the tail. Just drive those hips forward. Make sure your right glute is on. Stretch the right arm up. Take a breath. And a little side bend to the left. Maybe peeking under that right armpit. Stay there. Make sure that right foot, all 5 toes are pinned down onto that mat. For stability, that right shin. And then come on upright, switching sides. Right foot forward, again, gentle tuck of the tail, left glute strong. Float that left arm up. Maybe drive that pelvis slightly forward. Take a side bend to the right. Gently looking underneath that left arm towards your left armpit. Relax the shoulders. 1 more breath there. See if you can go another centimeter on your exhale. Good, and come on up. Keep those knees back, hands back, tuck the toes under, stretch those hips up and back to a downward facing dog. And you're just gonna soften one knee at a time. Bend the knees deeply, creasing at those hips. And then extending your legs to straight, 2 more times. 1 more, you're gonna keep that bend. Take your right hand and reach outside of that left ankle. And again, peeking towards that left armpit. Try to keep those hips square, sit bones shining to the sky. Return that hand down. Left grabs your right ankle, outside of that ankle, looking towards that right armpit. Good. Press the knees back down to your child's pose. Big breath in for your efforts. A nice exhale to let it all go. Take your time rolling up. You are all done.